Does your pup ever act weird around some people, whether they're your friends, nodding acquaintances, or some random strangers? Do you wonder why he's so gentle and sweet towards one person, but would growl, bark, or even bare his teeth at someone else? If you suspect your furry pal can sense whether a person is bad or not, you may be right. Bad people don't go around advertising their evil intentions and will even mask them with friendly behavior. Unfortunately, telling the difference between a bad person and a good one can be challenging for humans. But here's some terrific news. You can rely on your loyal four-legged pal to do the job and possibly save you from harm. Studies show that dogs can indeed determine someone's true character and will react instinctively. Let's see why you can trust your dog to sniff out a foe even if they masquerade as a friend. Dogs can tell when someone is being a jerk. A study published in the Journal of Neuroscience and Biobehavioral Reviews indicates that dogs know when someone is rude or mean. In the study, scientists did an experiment on dogs and their owners to determine how pups would react to different human behaviors. As the dog watches, his human pretends to have difficulty opening a tightly sealed jar. 3 actors interacted with the pup's owner in 3 different scenarios. The first actor helped the owner open the jar. The second did nothing, while the third rudely refused to help. After the performance, the actors each offered the dog a treat. You know how dogs are. They won't say no to a tasty morsel, right? We can't blame you if you assumed that the pup scarfed down the tidbit no matter who gave it. But that wasn't what happened in this case. The team conducting the experiment discovered the dogs willingly accepted the treat from the person who tried to help their owner open the container. Most of the pups also took the food given by the volunteer, who just stood by and didn't make any effort to assist their owner, although a little reluctantly. However, here comes the surprising part. When the actor, who was rude and refused to assist their owner outright, tried to give them a treat, the dogs rejected the food. On top of that, they even ignored the meanie. This shows that dogs can tell who's a jerk and who's not, and they'll trust a kind person but not a mean one. It also says a lot about their ability to judge a person from just a single encounter. Dogs don't like liars. Researcher Akiko Takaoka of Kyoto University conducted a study that showed dogs could recognize a liar. You know that most pooches, especially the obedient ones, will go where you point. That's if they trust you. Akiko and her team tested the theory through their experiment involving 24 dogs. The experiment consisted of 3 parts, and it used 2 containers. One concealed the treat, while the other was empty. In the first test, a person pointed each dog at an overturned container covering a treat. Naturally, the pup was happy to discover the snack underneath the container. In the second test, the person directed the dog to one with no hidden treats. All the dogs that participated in the experiment ran to the empty container. Why wouldn't they? They did find food there the first time, didn't they? Imagine their disappointment when they discovered the container was empty. In the third round, the same person pointed to a container that had food. None of the dogs ran to it. This shows that pups remember when someone fooled them and won't fall for the same trick twice. Animal behaviorists suggest this could be because dogs want predictability, so they're suspicious of those who mislead them. Dogs remember a person's scent forever. A dog's complex memory lets them remember the emotions they associate with a person's scent. This includes their owners and other people they meet. How that person made them feel remains stored in their memory forever. When they recognize a smell they associate with that person, it triggers a specific portion of their brain. So even if the person's face has changed, or it's been a while since the dog has seen that person, the dog will recognize the scent. Did someone mistreat your dog without you knowing? Or did you find a friend and forget all about it? If your fur baby reacts negatively to someone they haven't seen for quite a while, this could be the reason. Dogs can interpret a person's expression and body language. Animal behavior experts determined that pups can recognize a person's facial expression and body language. Various studies show that dogs pick up on all the movements humans and other canines make. These include playfulness, nervousness, and stiff behavior. They're such experts because they observe the body language of other dogs to assess their safety when they're with them. Canines use this ability to interpret human gestures and body language as well. So, if a person's body language doesn't jive with what they're saying, your pup will sense it at once. This explains why your furry friend sometimes growls or barks at someone, even if that person is friendly towards you. because dogs pick up on subtle cues, and they can tell if a person who seems friendly enough may actually be harboring ill will. Dogs can sniff out bad intentions. Your pup relies not only on body language and facial expressions to determine a person's intentions, he literally uses his nose. Remember how powerful your fur baby's sense of smell is? It's 10,000 to 100,000 times stronger than that of a human's. That's what makes pooches such great trackers. But that's not all a dog's ultra-sensitive nose can detect. Research shows that pooches can smell the changes in someone's brain due to the pheromones their body releases. This may be the reason why some dogs exhibit aggressive behaviors toward an outwardly friendly person even before that person turns nasty. They can tell what's going to happen because they caught a whiff of that person's evil intent. Imagine a stranger amiably asking for directions but later trying to rob you. Your pup would have detected it before you do. Dogs can sense if someone is angry. The journal Learning and Behavior published the results of a study of how dogs respond to human faces showing different emotions. These emotions include fear, sadness, surprise, anger, and disgust. The pups in the experiment were shown blown-up photos of people expressing various feelings. The result? The dog's heart rate increases when the person in the picture exhibits heightened emotions. In another study, dog behavior experts showed the pups pictures displaying emotions along with an audio recording. When the tone of the voice in the audio recording matches the emotion in the picture, a particular area of the pooch's brain lit up more than when the expression in the photo and the tone they hear didn't match. Just as we mentioned before, other studies demonstrate that pooches can detect the smell caused by the changes in an angry person's brain chemistry. The dogs take the scent as a sign that the person is a threat and react accordingly. Isn't it incredible how many techniques a pup can use to tell if someone is a bad person? Their ability to detect when someone is lying makes them natural lie detectors. And did you even know that they love you so much that they would dislike someone who was mean to you? Or that their sense of smell is so powerful it can detect the scent of anger in a person? Next time your usually gentle-mannered pup growls or barks at someone, I'm sure you won't be taking any chances. By listening to your furry friend and his well-honed instincts, you may stay protected.